New background, new me. I'm loving this new background, yo. Like I told you guys yesterday, I promised you guys I would show off a crazy accessory today. The best part about this accessory is the story of how I went from almost getting into a fight with this dude to him becoming a friend of mine and actually hooking me up for retail on this item. I was extremely blessed. I gotta show love to the homie Alex before we even start this video. I'm gonna leave a link to his resale page down in the description below.
Crime allowances, finesse a nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. Parmesan where my accountant lives, in fact I'm down in this.
What up YouTube? Welcome to Starr and welcome to a video where I will show you guys a Supreme accessory, which you guys probably already know what it is because you guys saw the cover photo, but let's get into it and show you guys what I got. And as you guys saw on the cover photo, we have the beautiful, amazing FTP water gun.
With a stick, let it hit. With a stick.
Okay, I know. I'm just joking. It's not the FTP water gun. I already got that. I already showed that off. But we have the Supreme cash cannon. Ooh, he even gave me the box logos that came with the order. Man, shout out to him. I appreciate you, Alex. I appreciate you. Anyways, I'm going to get into the item. I'm going to show off the cash cannon or the Supreme money gun, and then I will discuss how or why I had a disagreement with this individual and kind of what transpired and how we became chill. So basically, right, as you can see, you have the Supreme cash cannon, you have the Supreme money gun on the front, and then on the lid it has the Supreme box logo, and below that it says the cash cannon. Now the reason it says the cash cannon is because that's actually the company that makes these money guns. So these aren't necessarily just made by Supreme, but they're made for Supreme. And you can actually find the cash cannon money gun on Amazon. I think they go for about the same price that the Supreme one went for. However, now the Supreme one is going for like $200-300. So you have the Supreme $1,000 bills right here. You have the box logo in the middle. It says, "Fuck you, pay me, Supreme." Why do you gotta put that on your dollar bills? You probably just got me demonetized. Why do you gotta do that? Anyways, you have some Supreme little box logos on the back and little dollar signs. This could be used for some Monopoly money if you wanna, you know, switch it up a little bit. I'm not gonna use those to show off how this thing works just because I might end up selling it, I might end up keeping it, I don't know. I mean, the main reason I wanted to buy this was to show it off to you guys. I thought about actually using this as a background piece, and it almost makes me want to keep the FTP water gun because then it's like I got both of them, you know? I got like Hype Beast firearms, I got like a Hype Beast armory on deck.
With a stick, let it hit. With a stick.
Either way, basically the way this thing works, it has this little lid right here and it has this little notch to kind of keep it closed. This is actually kind of annoying, and I wish there was something like push it in or whatever, but you know, I can't complain. It's a little plasticky, which is to be expected. I didn't really expect it to be all, you know, super crazy nice. It's just a Supreme novelty item. As you can see, you have a little gear inside there, so as you pull the trigger, it spins and then it shoots the money out of this item. So when you pull the trigger, there's actually like a little thing that stops the money from falling out, and that goes down. It's kind of like a little pin that goes down. So if you push it part way down, it puts that pin down, and then if you push it all the way down, it spins the gear. I believe the batteries are in the handle. It looks like some AAAs or some small batteries. But yeah, overall, it's just a novelty item. I'll actually insert some B-roll right now from when I was at SneakerCon and CJ So Cool and many other YouTubers were on the stage. I was on the stage. There was Pootie, Black Shark, Harrison Neville, Blazendary. Just a bunch of people were on stage, and they were using the Supreme money gun. I will also try to get some footage of me using the Supreme money gun and insert it at the end with like some close-up footage, but I'm not too sure if I can do that because I have to go to the bank, then I have to withdraw some money, come here, I don't know, man. And I plan on dropping this video on like Tuesdays. I don't know, we will see if I have time to do that before Tuesday. But anyways, how was I able to get this item? How did I go from like wanting to fight this dude to like becoming chill with him and then him hooking me up like so majorly? Oh, wait, before I get into the story, of course, make sure you go support the homie. Go follow him on Instagram. I believe I already said that, but I'm gonna leave his resale page down in the description below, somewhere on the screen as well. The dude gets a plethora of items, and I know he's in line just searching, waiting. Once you hear the story, you will know that I actually met this individual in line at the Fear of God release. So anyways, if you guys have been subscribed for a while, you guys might recall the Fear of God drop where I got the Fear of God Vans and the Fear of God hoodies, both the hoodies. And low-key, I actually should not have sold them so quickly because they actually went up in price. I thought they would drop in price, to be honest, because they were $400 for some Vans. It's ridiculous. So I sold mine instantly. I sold both the hoodies and the Vans. I really liked those Vans and I liked those hoodies, but it was just, to me, it doesn't equate to, I mean, I made almost $1,000 from that one release. So basically I went to the Fear of God release at like 5, 6 in the morning, and I had a girl stay the night with me, so that way she could actually like help me like go to the line and line up, and you know, if there was some fuckery, then I'd have like 2 people in 2 places, and if it was possible to acquire 2 items, then I'd have her cop some items as well. So I get there at like 6 in the morning, and I'm thinking that I'm going to be good, and the only reason I'm thinking I'm going to be good is because the last Fear of God release, I got there like 15 minutes late, and I was still able to acquire some items because no one in Tacoma is really into Fear of God like that, or really fashion in general. Now it's not too uncommon to go to PacSun 15 minutes late and still see some items there, but at this point, like, all the other malls were selling out instantly. And the line was relatively small. When we got there, I believe I was like 10th in line. Actually, maybe I was like 11th. I was like between like 10th and 15th, right? So we're waiting in line. We're there before everyone. When I first get there, I went to one side of the mall where it's where I normally enter, but there was no one there. So then I went to the other side of the mall, and there was people there. So I was like, oh shit, this sucks. I wish I would have got here a little bit earlier, but whatever. So that being said, right? A couple hours go by, and we look inside, and there's people waiting inside at the PacSun line. And we're kind of like, what? Like, the security guards told us to wait out here. This is kind of weird. They ended up going in on the other side, and this individual that sold me this gun for retail was one of these individuals. So they ended up coming outside, and they placed themselves in the front of the line because they were in the store. And I was like, no, that's not happening. So I tried being civil, right? I tried talking to security. I was just doing whatever I could do to make sure that the line stayed exactly how it was. I wasn't trying to, like, you know, start in front of anyone or anything like that, or, you know, do some ho shit. Like, I was just trying to make sure the line stayed exactly how it was when we all got there, and everyone agreed. There was so much fuckery in this line, I'm not going to explain it all. I will just explain this part. So basically, it got to the point where I was so irritated that people were trying to get in front of me. I literally said this out loud. I said, I don't care who it is. If someone that was not in front of me before tries to get in front of me, I'm swinging on them. I don't care who you are, I'm swinging on you if you try to get in front of me and you were not already in front of me. Like, I don't care. Now, this individual, he's a little bit bigger than me, right? So I don't really know how that fight would go. I just knew at that time that, like, I did not wait since 6 in the morning. I did not wait for almost 5 hours to have someone cut me in line. That's just not gonna happen. And he held his own. He was really respectful. He wasn't like a dickhead, and that's pretty uncommon, I think, with dudes in general. I think a lot of dudes probably would have responded. Like, I expected him to respond like, hey, let's go then. Like, if you have a problem, let's do it. Like, let's run it, you know, like, yada, yada. And he didn't. He actually handled the situation really well. Afterwards, like, after all was said and done, I already had my pair. I had my 2 hoodies, all that stuff. He came up and he was like, you know, hey man, like, you know, I'm sorry, blah blah blah, like, it was just a misunderstanding. We were on the other side. We thought we were first. Obviously you guys thought you were first, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And I was like, look bro, I don't really care, you know, like, I don't have a problem. Like, it is what it is. I don't, you know what I'm saying, I respect everyone's hustle, right? So I don't, if he cut someone behind me, like, it's not my job to correct him, right? Because it's the people that are behind me that are getting cut. It's their job to be like, yo, you don't belong there, right? But if he's cutting me, then it's obviously like, either you get hoed or you don't. But like, I never get mad at people for trying to cut or trying to do anything. Like Unknown Vlogs, for example, a lot of people got mad at him for cutting in the Supreme line. I don't really care. If you think that these Supreme lines are just like first come, first serve every single fucking week, if you don't think there's any fuckery going on between signups or lines or whatever, then you are delusional. A lot of people that criticize these individuals would take that, like, opportunity if it came to them. So this individual, me and him have tried to do it a couple times. He learned about my YouTube because I guess while we were there, someone mentioned like, oh, that's Jacob Starr from YouTube or something like that. And then he was curious, he looked it up, and he really just kind of respected what I do, and he like thought it was cool that I'm from Washington doing that, because not many people from Washington do stuff like that. So just in general, he just kind of respected what I do. He hit me up and he was like, yo, I see what you're doing, like, that's really cool, like, blah blah blah. And I was like, thank you man, I appreciate that. I never ever expected for him to hook me up. Like, I never thought that would happen. I basically, when I took the L on the money gun, I was taking offers, and I told you guys, I said, hey, lowest offer, like, please, you know, I was basically trying to see how low I could get the offer, and it started off at like 160, then it went to like 155, 150, 145, 140, 135. It got pretty low, and then I think it was like 130, it was like between 130 and 140, and then he hit me with, yo, I'll give it to you for retail. For real? Like, are you sure, bro? Like, I really appreciate that, man. Like, if you're really down, then that'd be awesome. And he was like, yeah, it's no problem, man. Like, I love what you're doing. Like, that'd be so cool. You know, just, you know, it is what it is. And I was like, whoa, that's so crazy. Because like I said, like, I don't know, just overall, I thought that was a really dope thing of him to do. And I really appreciate him doing that. That's why I want to shout out his Instagram. So make sure you go show love to his Instagram. Yeah, man, I'm freaking extremely stoked to have this. I have a ton of videos coming. I have so much Supreme stuff to show off. So much. I actually have some palettes to show off, which I might even do that this week. In fact, if you want to see a palettes video this week, make sure you smash that like button.
Challenging you guys right now. Can we please get 500,000 likes on this video?
But seriously, thank you to everyone for the support. I appreciate each and every one of you. If it wasn't for you guys, I would have never made that connection if I didn't have YouTubes, you know? So at the end of the day, without each one of you guys watching my videos, I wouldn't even have this Supreme money gun in like a weird roundabout way, because no one would have been like, oh, that's Jacob Starr from YouTube, and then he would have never gotten, like, he would have never been curious enough to like look me up and find out what I do and then hit me up and contact me. So in reality, it's like you guys got me the money gun for retail. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support. I cannot say thank you enough. I appreciate everything that you guys do for me from the top and bottom of my heart. I sincerely thank you. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep living the Starr life. Damn, that background is fucking gorgeous. By the way, now that I've actually used this thing, I'm not gonna say it works fantabulously, but it's not terrible. Is it a little cheap? Yeah, but I mean, come on now. What really did you fucking expect from a Supreme money gun? You guys know I always keep it real with you. I always keep it 1,000. I tell you when the shit sucks like the bamboo curtain, but I'm telling y'all, the money gun is, you know what I'm saying, it's just what I expected. Also, I didn't really plan on doing any commentary, but I also didn't plan on going getting some stripper money. But I figured I might as well, you know, update the video a little bit since I actually used it for myself. Okay, anyways, bye!
Pull up with a stick, let it hit. Pull up with a stick, let it hit. Pull up with a stick, let it hit.